Hello everyone and welcome to my presentation. Today I will talk about how you can write an effective document in the workplace. My primary audience are the company leaders who want their employees to have a small workshop where they can talk and discuss about this topic. So in workplace, you are familiar with these documents. These are printed documents, PDF documents, web-based, and social media posts. And the most common documents you have encountered are printed documents and PDF documents. These are the documents which you're using, such as resume, letters, memos, annual reports, and formal reports. So, how we can improve our organizing skills? The first thing we need to notice about is how you set up a page, how you organize the page. First, you need to notice about the page numbers, the headers, and the footers. These provide the information about the documents, what is it about, who's writing it, the date of publishment, and etc. Using the grid in a page is similar to a spine of the document. The grid makes the reading logically organized and easy to read. As you can see in the feature, there are three basics: grid, the vertical grid, the horizontal grid, and the combined grid. The vertical grid, you mostly see it in newspaper and brochures. The horizontal grid are the memos, the letters, and the reports. Those are a single column grid. The combined grid, which include vertical and horizontal grid, you mostly found it on website. White spacing and line spacing. These are very important because they help the document easier to follow. They make the document have a better orientation, especially long documents. In the first example, the white space separates the two columns so as you can easy to follow. The second example, the white space attracts the reader's attention to the middle paragraph. And the third example, you can see there are an evenly spaced between paragraphs, which makes it easier to read. In this feature, you see a single space paragraph. A single space paragraph is a default in Microsoft Word or Google Docs, and you mostly use it in informal documents, while a double space you mostly found it in formal papers such as essays, journals, articles, etc. The double spacing is used when the readers want to leave their comments or they can note down on a particular sentence. The margins. Margins are the two sides of the documents, the left margins and the right margin. In this feature, this is a left margin, which means that on the left side, these are these lines up as a vertical line, while the right side they don't line up as a vertical line. Excuse me. A justified text which include left margin and right margin. Now you can see on the right side they line up vertically, and this is called justified text. This kind of text is mostly found in books, annual reports, and only in formal documents. The second features you need to pay attention to when you're writing a document are words and letters. And these depend on the purpose you're writing the documents. There are a different type of fonts for you to choose, depend on what you're writing and the situation you're in. If the document have a relaxed tone, so you can choose a handwriting font, which is a very nice design for reading. If the readers are engineers or scientists, you would want a clear and easy to read font, because the engineers need to take a look at the technical data, the graphs, and the equations, which are already confusing, so you don't want to make them confuse more. If the document is for academic purpose, Times New Roman is a great font to present essays, studies, and journals. The size of the letters and words are also important. The standard size for the body copy is 10 to 12 points, depends on what font you're using. Using different size, writers usually use different size. For example, bigger font for the headings, smaller font size for captions, or full cap for the emphasis. Writers also use features such as boldface, italic, and underline to emphasize what they're trying to say. Headings. Headings are important because they need to clearly inform the reader about the major and minor segments in the document. The section heading. They need to be center aligned, they need to be full caps, and they need to be at least 4 points larger than the font size in the body. For example, 14-point section heading for 10-point body copy, and they must be boldface. The major topic headings, they must be left margin. They need to begin each important words with an uppercase letter. They must be at least 2 points larger than the fonts in the body, and they are also boldface. The minor topic headings, they are quite similar to the major topic heading, but they are only 0.5 to 1 point larger than the body fonts. And the italic features is optional for the minor topic heading. The subtopic headings, they are left margin, they have the same size as the body fonts, and they need to be boldface because you want it to stand out from the body fonts. Lists are made to write a series of items. As you can see here, there are tree lists, number lists, bullet lists, and checklists. Number list is used to highlight order of steps or the priority of things that need to be done. The bullet list makes items easy to locate and easy to read, and checklist indicates requirements need to be satisfied. And now we come to the last feature of the presentation, which are visuals and images. Visuals are important because they provide a lot of information about the topics to the readers without writing a whole paragraph describing. Table, they are used to explain about specification of a feature and compare it to other features. Graph displays the comparison, changes over a period of time, pattern, trend lines. Chart display the relationships between quantities without plotting them into a coordinate system. And photograph show exactly the appearance of an object in real life. So in conclusion, if you want to write an effective document, you want to make sure that the document is easy to follow, easy to read, and you want to choose the appropriate font, the appropriate tone. Depends on the situation you're in. And to do this, you need to pay attention to how you design the page, how you choose the fonts of the words, how you name the headings. You need to pay attention on how you make a list and how you put and use visuals and images. If you consider these 5 features, I'll guarantee I'm sorry. I'll guarantee that your documents would be very well designed. Thank you for listening.